And Mr. Shoaff gave me probably the greatest clue he gave me when I first met him. He said, Jim, if you want to be wealthy and happy the rest of your life, just learn this lesson well. He said, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
You want to protect your power? Here's how you do it. Not in theory, not in quotes, in practice. These are the 5 rules for the new you.
Yeah, what I'm promising in the book is I'm not promising to cure anxiety. I'm promising to cure the despair around anxiety. And the despair is when we feel hopeless because we don't think we have options. So this book is full of options to better understand anxiety and to go from managing to striving and growing and becoming stronger from it. And because we feel hopeless, that's where we stop. And a lot of the tension that we carry comes from resisting these emotions. It's not the emotions themselves. Anxious feelings aren't harming us. Resisting and avoiding these anxious feelings are what's actually doing the damage.
Rule 1. Stop chasing closure. If they didn't apologize, don't chase one. If they ghosted, let them stay gone. If it ended messy, let it be messy. Closure isn't given, it's created. You don't need a clean ending to start your new chapter. You just need a decision. Move forward. Burn the old version behind you.
If I were to make that man, what would I put that man through to make him who he is? Like, it wouldn't be easy times. It wouldn't be quick wins. It wouldn't even be easy wins. It would be the toil and the struggle of achieving and reaching for things that are right out of grasp, that are right above my threshold, and continuing to do that to like lift the weight, to build the muscle, to break it down and do it over and over again, because like that's what creates the character traits that are the man that I want to be. And so when I'm going through those like really harder times, I like to think of like looking in my mental mirror of like, I'm making you. I'm not there yet, but I'm making you. And that has helped me get through some of the harder times. And from a gratitude perspective, my most powerful frame for gratitude has been thinking about my 85-year-old self, waking up as my 30-year-old self.
Rule 2. Set unapologetic boundaries. Your time, valuable. Your energy, limited. Start acting like both. If someone drains you, distance them. If someone disrespects you, correct it or cut it. You are not a free emotional buffet. Start protecting access to you like it costs something. Because it does.
There's something to be said for gratitude. And if you want to make it money, we know the data on this, right? I think once you reach, I can't remember the number, it's $70,000 a year of income. Like when you talk about money, you can't buy happiness. Like it absolutely buys happiness up to a certain level, which is survival and then a little bit more, you know? But once you reach a certain level, like there's no discernible increase in happiness that comes with money. Now, what money buys is options, you know? What money buys is time, you know? Those things are true. And you said it, like some of the people that you and I know who have made generational wealth, they're not discernibly happy. The ones that are happier were happy before they made the money. And the ones who thought the money would buy them happiness, or worse, the money took away their purpose because when they made the money, they were driven by something that they accidentally made the money.
Rule 3. Control your energy. Not everything deserves a reaction. Not every comment needs a response. Not every situation deserves your presence. Your peace is power. And real power moves in silence. Say less, mean more.
I always used to think that the loudest person in a room had the most power. That the person who talked the most had the most control. Until I realized the person who spoke the most was the least in control. They were trying to come across as likable. They were trying to be popular. And in that attempt, they were actually making it harder for them to be memorable. It was hard to be interesting for a 30-minute conversation and talk for 20 minutes of it. It was really difficult to be memorable when you said so many things, but no one remembered what you exactly said. It felt really uncomfortable to be quiet, but every time you kept trying to interject and say something, you felt even less confident because you didn't have anything meaningful to say.
Rule 4. Rewrite your standard. The old you tolerated way too much. The new you chooses better. Better thoughts. Better habits. Better company. You're not cold now. You're clear. This version of you doesn't settle. And that's not attitude. It's alignment.
You know, something I always tell myself is how you feel right now is why no one else does what you want to do or does what you do. And if you push through this, that's just even, more of a reason why no one will ever be who you are. And so it's like, I think being able to push through unhappiness and do things you don't want to do consistently year after year over the course of a decade is like the ultimate advantage. Like, I mean, I think we'll hit 1 billion subscribers, and I don't think anyone will be anywhere near close, because like, once you make a couple $1 million, why would you live the life I live? Like, why? Why would you not take weekends off? Why would you not just film locally, even if it means less views, so you can be on the right time schedule? Why would you not, prioritize your sanity and that kind of stuff? It makes no sense, but that's why no one else does it.
Rule 5. Stay hard to reach. Be present, not available. Not everyone gets your time anymore. Not everyone gets to check in. You don't owe explanations. You owe yourself results. Protect your power. Not because you're bitter, but because you finally understand what it costs to rebuild it.
If you want to be successful, you got to change your mind, and you're going to have some faith. If you ain't got no faith, if you ain't got no relationship with God, you finna make this thing way harder than it's got to be. And I'm flat out telling you that right now.